right. So today, I want to talk to you about creating how to create a lead magnet and what's the best practices to do that. If you really want to grow your subscribers, you need a really good lead magnet, and that's really what we're going to start. You want to offer valuable uh, something to the people that are going to opt in. So, back up a little bit. A lead magnet is all it is something that you give when someone opts into your autoresponder. So they give your email address, and then in return, they're giving it to you for something of value that you're offering. Give someone giving your email isn't always isn't a free thing for the people that are giving it. So you have to always keep in mind that people that are going to give you their email address, they really do want to find something valuable that is there. So make sure it is something good. Make sure it is something that is actually valuable, that you spend some good time with. You can use like AI and stuff to do it, but make sure it's of good quality. Because if you just give them something that's okay, then you don't have to be like super high end or anything either. But at the same time, it's got to be of higher value than someone would expect, and that goes a long way with someone. And that's all about, again, we talk about audience. So the more you know your avatar, the more you know what your audience is and who they are, then you can do the a really good lead magnet for them. The next thing is choose a format. So there's a bunch of different types of formats. You can do a guide, which is essentially something, kind of a certain area, specific area, give a lot of good advice and things like that. So you can do like a guide to lead magnets, or a guide to, cooking keto recipes, whatever it is. You're just essentially, a guide is just telling them more about it and getting in depth with it and being something specific. So you could talk about one particular recipe, for example. That would be, why it's good for you and things like that. And so those are kind of things. The second thing is a checklist. So a checklist is something quick. It could be just a couple pages. You check off certain things. These are like the highlights that you want to do. I have a checklist on marketopiahq.com, and essentially it gives you 20 things you can do to improve your email and your marketing. So that's something that I offer, because I like checklists myself. And if you're more, if you are part of the customer base that you're targeting, then maybe what you like as well is something to consider. The other thing is a template. If you have like a social media calendar, email tracking template, anything that is like, hey, use this to get this. If you're in graphics, any kind of graphic templates are great. All of those things are wonderful things to offer. And then discounts or coupons. This is best for e-commerce. You can do certain coupons if you have a program that you want to, give someone a really big discount on, if it's like an info product. But mostly for e-commerce type stuff, that's really where you're going to have the best use for discounts and coupons. And something that is just something that's easy for your audience to consume. Another good one is like audiobooks are good. Those are good. I would stay away from ebooks. Ebooks have kind of become a lesser valued item, and so I would steer away from that. But you could take the ebook and read to it, or use like text to speech type of software, and you could have an ebook off of your or your audiobook off of your ebook. And so that's really where you want to do that. And then you want to design your lead magnet. So you want it visually appealing. You can hire someone off of Fiverr to make it look cool. If you're good at graphics, then great, go do it. You can try to do it with AI, but a lot of AI stuff isn't so great. So there's a lot of great stuff on. I would probably choose Fiverr, especially for a lead magnet, and you'll get something pretty inexpensive for under $50 to be able to put that together. And it doesn't have to be the most expensive thing in the world, but it's got to look nice, because you want it to look like your market, and you want people to respect it as well. So that's kind of where it is. You want it to look polished, and yeah, so that's something you want to do. And then obviously when you have a lead mag, you want a good call to action. So what are they getting? Why do they want it? And the benefits of it. And so you always want to you can talk about the features of the lead magnet, but you really want to talk about the benefit. If something's going to help them achieve results faster, or organize things easier, or those types of things, you always want to look at what the end result is of that lead magnet as your call to action, or CTA for short. And so that's really what you want to do in order to get the most of it. And again, promoting it. We talked about this before in previous videos, but you always want to find places to promote. If it's your first lead magnet and you don't have a proven funnel yet, then go with social media. Go with YouTube, Facebook, whatever you like, whatever you're going to be consistent with, then start to promote it there. Otherwise, you can put it on Facebook, and you can run some Facebook ads, for example, and use a very low dollar amount just to get some traffic to it, but you're not likely going to get a lot of conversions from it initially, because it isn't proven yet. So I would start off with something free, just because you're not spending money just for nothing. If you have the funds to do it and you have a good healthy budget, then great, do that. But if you can at least get to a point where you're starting to get people to see it and start to get some traction, and go from there. I would wait a while before you would do any changes to it, because a lot of times what happens when people start, they end up changing it so much. Everybody talks about A/B testing and all that stuff, and I'll talk about that later in this channel as well about that. And it's A/B testing is great, but a lot of times they don't have enough results in order to actually do any A/B testing. So please be mindful of that. Just go out there and get some traffic to it. Keep pumping social media posts on a daily basis, and good content that was backed up for that, and then you'll start to see and the only issue with free content is it does take a while. So you want to devote at least 30, 60, or 90 days in order to see things coming along, unless you already have a big following. If you have a big following, then great, you'll be able to see those results a lot quicker. But I would really start to push that a lot more before you start to think that, oh, this is going to start converting right away, because it likely won't. It may go viral initially, and that would be awesome. But for the bulk of what happens with most people, it's mostly just about consistency over time, and then you start seeing the results. So hopefully that's helpful. Start creating your lead magnet. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you want to use AI to do it, just go through it and read through it. And then if you want to use AI for just making it kind of looking nice, or if you can do it yourself, that may be a good place to start. At least you're doing something. I'd rather you do something than nothing. A lot of times what happens, everybody's looking to make everything perfect before it gets out, and you don't want to do that. You just want to get it out there. So if it isn't perfect or pretty, but if you're trying to make it too perfect, then you just need to release it anyway. So anyway, hopefully this helps, and talk to you soon.